There we go. Höger lite aldrig. Yes. People that write in the comment section, they click like button, get blocked instantly. That's a rule there. I asked that for a reference. People want to do fancy combos that don't even know how to throw a jab. Listen, bitch, I think my jab hits harder than yours. What about his 1-2s, Tony? Oh, we can do this. Can hit around the arm. I got black, I got one, not too one. Bad training advice from Tony Jeffries. Do the technique slow. My form is better doing techniques fast. If I slow it down, the technique suffers. It's not one size fits all. For me, I don't know if that's my form gets better if I hit fast than if I try to slow it down. The natural speed is fast. And if you want to slow it down, you can slow it down. This is the back camera, it's at least 720p with good lighting, so you should be able to watch it at 0.25% speed if you want to see what the form is like. Slow down. Gonna do the speed combo here. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. This one will be good. Got 46 live views right now. This still on it. Smarter with punches. The best defense can be a good offense. As I'm throwing hands at your face, the punch lines are being intercepted. So here, for example, if I throw a straight punch here, uppercut angle from a certain size cover here. For example, or and here from like a straight punch. Also kicks. Also have a wider fin on bumper from this angle. This angle is like this. The rumble is like this. some knees and stuff. Touch left, power right, switch, touch right, short up, hold on. Out of position, holding hand here. There you go. There you go. Now, go here. Well, cross elbow. I call this cross. If the lines are this and this. The tears, the sweat, are the tears of the inner bitch leaving your body as exercising. That is kind of a joke impersonation of how David Goggins talks. I'm sure he would actually agree on that, as even as I said as a joke. Like sweat as you're training hard. That's the tears of the inner bitch crying, okay? And the more the inner bitch cries, the more he dies. Keep training and sweating until there's no inner bitch left in it, okay? Like the sweat. Your inner bitch is like 600 pounds fat and away and lays on the couch eating potato chips all day inside your body. And that's what he wants you to do. It's like the more you sweat, it's like, oh, it's 1 gram less. Eventually, it's non-existent. There's no inner bitch left anymore because you like blood, sweat, tears. So, okay. So here is the elbow combo from here. Now from here, obviously, what can I do from here? Well, my stomach is protected from kicks, and here it can hurt if somebody kicks into the elbow. Here I have some padding. Where I take a kick here, then here or here. And here I can quickly jab. I can tug at the neck. I can palm strike, try to wrap around the neck if I'm quick, pull into something. So here's the elbow strike combo again. I need to use my body to really make it snappy. Like from here, you can make it even more explosive. Just explode after moving. And as I'm sweating, the good thing about that is I have to connect cleaner to deliver energy. So it's more realistic, where the guy's body is sweating and I'm sweating. So if I go here and make it too slidey, it slides. See? There's not too much energy delivered into the object. Now if I go here, see? That one, even slippery, I'm delivering energy from that angle. And you can also impact with the forearm. So this is more sliding. More likely to cause cuts than knockouts if you connect to the jaw. Like this, sliding stuff. Okay? Now if I go See? And I'm like throwing a straight punch with my elbow kinda. See? See? And I'm going straight more than chopping with like an axe, where you go here, okay? More like create cuts and stuff. Like sliding. Now this, more straight like this, I'm delivering force into the object. And you can see this, like it doesn't slide off, like ricochet. Like it did the other one. Have you seen my cunt? No telegraphic jab. Listen. I have videos, like anything that people say like, oh, you need to do this. I have videos of doing that before. Like this. You saw that coming, huh? Really? That's what's called no telegraphic jab, my friend. Well, okay, yeah. It's not like, okay? It's just from here, I do it with southpaw just to style it. Yeah. Or from here. Yeah. Look, I close the distance too. Look at this. Yeah, I'm sure you can see that coming my way. I'm sure it's as fast as me in your dreams. And as usual, somebody's like, Mike, I'm better than you. You guys, you never say hey to better than you. And then see any of you LARPers like, Mike, I'm better than this. Go to the person's channel after, oh, he's got videos actually doing it. No. It's like a 12-year-old LARPer in his mom's basement. Eating potato chips, claiming he's got faster hair, something like this. Elbow too dangerous on street fight. Non-upload too close. Okay. As usual, people are hating the chat. Show themselves to people who really understand fighting. They don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Elbows are optimal over punches at close range. If you can throw elbow strikes. In a street fight, most people don't have conditioned hands. So they're likely to break the hands if they hit wrong. Elbow strikes, you can throw with more reckless abandon because the elbow bone is harder than the hand bones. So punching to your cranium without grabs and wraps, it's like you can hurt your wrist, you can break things. With the elbow, which is very hard, I can hit pretty much as hard as I want to the elbow, to the head. And it's more likely to break the bone I'm hitting than the bone I'm hitting with. So look at what fucking idiot, like LARPer, like pretending to know what to talk about, but people that actually understand fighting like me can see they're full of shit. It's like betas in the chat, jealous of the alpha that can throw punches is faster than harder, better, faster, stronger, and be like LARPing. Oh yeah, I'm a guy in the comments claiming things, but I don't have videos of myself doing anything. Most of the time. Okay, we don't see all your body, bro. That needs to go back. Oh, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Okay. Look at this. So this is uncaptured. I mean, if I hold it, I can generate more force. Look at this. Yep. I like to see you take that anyway. Okay. Yeah, sure. You laugh it off because you're Bruce Lee and you see it going a mile off, and you'd be like doing a somersault through there, and so like a magical monkey fist attack, and that will like knock me out without touching me or something like this. I feel like you're that type of guy, more or less. Notice how you're acting like, I don't know, like you need to tell me things, like a hater. Like, you need to tell me, some internet person, how I need to throw knees. And if I go to your channel, am I gonna see videos of you swung a jab or one to his fast side kicker or a knee as hard. I don't think so. Because the type of people like jealous of an alpha like me that is more athletic than them, or like people that are not effeminate, betas, they're not alphas, they're athletic. And like, oh, this guy is a manly man, he can move fast, hit hard. Okay, he's got athleticism, I don't have it. Yeah, I'm gonna just like be gaslight, like pretend, like, oh yeah, I'm a 9th-degree taekwondo black belt, okay, I'm see you coming a mile off. This is like what I see from these people. So, that's the end of you, my friend. Och där i sil kommer man av. You, my friend, don't know what the fuck you talk about. Elbow 2. So some guys say elbows are not good for street fights. Just because most people can't throw elbows like I can. Hard and fast. It's like, oh, man can throw hard elbows. I can't, let's just say elbows are useless. Rather than I have to put a time where I can get effective at them. That's tough with a person's hands. I break the fucking hands. If I would elbow strike, a power shot, here, you have your hand here, that would break those bones. It's a combo like, if this is open, able to solar plexus. Here, notice this also pushes me up here. Notice here. Here. So it's up, down. Here, turn to this. I like to make it 12 to 6. Here, almost straight up and down. I aim to make it like 12 to 6. Now more normal angle is like here, over the ball. I like to do this. See here. See? Okay. See here. This open. Snap in. Solar plexus. Now here I can do a takedown. Single leg down. If I can get my hands on it, I can drive forward. If I can drive forward, holding on to you, I can put you on the ground. Here. Here. See here. Here. always say for an alpha, being extraordinary athletic ability, harder, better, faster on the average man. Height is also like performance, physique, technique. The superior man, like you have little betas in the chat. There are NPCs watching me doing shit, hating on it. And I don't have any videos of myself doing shit. It's not throwing up punch in a video on the YouTube channel. So I can show up in like a pro athlete's YouTube section with a blank account. Hey, I hit harder than you. Go check this guy's channel. Oh, he's got no videos. It's like easy to say, okay? If I go to Mike Perry, like, I think I can knock you out. You can go to my channel, go to channel. See what this guy does, they have knockout power. They get training videos. Well, some of them look like, well, could knock someone out, but I don't understand. Or it's like, well, I think I'm better. No. It's like just making claims in the chat. And you don't know what the fuck you talk about. Elbow too dangerous on street fight. Non-optimal too close. You know what the fuck you talk about? It's the opposite of the truth. Elbow strikes are very good for street fights and are optimal at close range. Now me, I'm good at closing the distance rapidly and delivering very powerful elbow strikes. That I've been training that, closing the distance and connecting with elbow strikes. And the more distance, the more power. See? So here, for example, here's the range. Here, it's like close the distance, deliver one elbow strike. If I can connect like that, it can stop the fight right there. Has a potential. That was too long. Beautiful. What you don't understand about street fighting is in street fights you don't have gloves. What you don't understand is people in street fights break their hands all the time. Here to Ukraine because they don't have wraps and gloves. And even people that have wraps and gloves, they don't have conditioned hands, can still break their hands hitting the bone. If they hit hard. So one of the things I've been training is palm strikes. And elbow strikes. For street fighting, that technique is more suitable. The elbow bone is one, if not the hardest bone in the human body. So hitting with the elbow to the cranium, I'm more likely to hit with my knuckle, break my finger, see? Even if the knuckles are conditioned, this bone here, if I connect here, for example, with the finger first, and I can, see, first contact point is here, so I punch to that bone there, and I can roll into this. It's like, so this connects first point of contact. I can snap this bone because it's like a straight bone here. And this is seldom as conditioned as the knuckles, see? Or like an uppercut. Here, but very easy to hit with the finger bones under the knuckles, see? To the bone area than the actual knuckles, see? So, bare knuckle fight is different. And it's easier to hit hard to the opponent's face, bone areas, and not like areas like this. With the elbow bone, deliver force, create gashes, cuts, break bone if you had the power to, without breaking your elbow, okay? So the elbow is more strong. So like you're just showing yourself to be like somebody who's like in here doing the Haley thing. It's like Mike is excelling at martial arts. He's better than most guys at fighting, more athletic. That's just like gas out. Oh, Mike, what you're doing, it doesn't work. Okay, it's like elbows not good for street fight. Too dangerous. Yeah, I want them to be dangerous to the other guy. So fighting is not about being safe. It's about you being safe and the other guy not being safe. So yeah, the elbows are not safe, which is why I prefer them. Now that might be from a different perspective than what you mean. Okay, I want them to be dangerous to have coming at you. Okay, see? So here, whatever here, this is a combo. I love figuring out combos, like discovering combos in the middle of training. So here's one. And it's the solar plexus. Here. I don't know if you had like most people had experience that play football, get a soccer ball, like a basketball thrown into their stomach, knock the air out of them. So hitting to that area can have that effect, like knock the air out of them. Now when people are more conditioned and like have harder bodies and have fat or muscle padding over that area, same as with the liver, they can be less, now somebody's actually understanding fighting for real, the details thereof is talking. So fat is padding, muscle is padding. So if you have fat over your liver, that acts as padding, okay? If you have muscle tissue over your liver, that's padding too. If you have muscle over your ribs, that protects your ribs, okay? If you have fat over your ribs, that protects your ribs. So fat and muscle acts as padding. So if you have like bone close to the skin and you have bone hitting that, it's like more like to cause a break, like a rib break. Now, there's like anything can break the ribs if you throw it hard enough, okay? Pretty much, like a knee, a kick with the heel, like a punch, okay? But it's like the things that are different. So here's a combo. From here, okay, which this might be a self-defense street fight engagement range where the decision is like suddenly made, I have to attack to defend myself. I mean, it's like, for example, some guy gets to your face, it's like, hey, that's okay, and then like something moves, like it's about to throw something. It might be here where I realize I'm in a fight or like make a decision, I have to act. See here, see there, like quickly explosive uppercut, which if he's a wrestler starting to shoot on me, he might like move into that uppercut elbow too. So that's like, I'm just throwing it into his body, can be a good thing. So here, meaning if like he does something else, as I'm going here, this can also intercept certain attacks if you throw them. Like if you think about as I'm moving here, what's happening. See here, look at what happens to the left side. And a third important movement. See here, I like to get into minutia. Here, see, and here this is coming from the side here. At least my jaw, okay? It's not like you're immortal now. It's like take a hit here, can look good. But here, if I take a hit here, it's like more likely to knock me out. And it's intercept like a certain angle of an uppercut from here, okay? See here. Here, this goes to charge something up here. This could be a shot here, like, see here. This can be a punch, switch, go to guard with the left and throw a straight gut punch here. Or it can be swing around his neck here. See, so this is how I like to do things. Where it's like not always like just flowing around and doing stuff. Where it's like analyze and break things down. And like being aware of what's going on. So here, right knee can come up here. So I want to do something. Now here I can bait and switch to the rib cage if that's open. Okay, if the arms go up here, for example, and this is open. In there with the rib cage. What else? Here. Switch. Here. And this is the elbow strike. I don't see this shown in Muay Thai fights, okay? And there might be a reason for that. But I figured out that it's like I can feel the potency of different attack methods, like play around with stuff. It's like trying to elbow from this, it's not that hard. Maybe try like make this angle more, okay, there's a way to make it more hard. But it's like, okay, these ones are easier to make to hit hard or something like this. So this 12 to 6 here. So it's like here, it's 6 to 12 solar plexus if this is open. If the hands are here, see, here. It's like, might be expected, bang, bang, bang. So if this is here, if I'm standing there with my guard here, if I quickly close the distance and move in there, I might be able to get in between. Either hand. This is more powerful from this distance. If the hands are here, maybe something, see here, I can go here or, and we'll go for a right, okay, here. So, from here, here, here. Now, if he's still in the same place, you should throw it right away. Okay. If he's moving away or falling or something, it can be something else. But if this distance would stay the same, then I quickly, bang, it pretty much just impact. I switch here. And normally I can go this angle. Now I like to do this. Almost like 12 to 6 here. Well, I'm going kind of like 12 to 6, or as close as possible. 11 to 7. Here. See here. See there, that. I'm happy with that one. If this is open, he just broke his ribs. Do you understand? If you think about me here, like, and this is also part of how I think when I'm training. Like if I stand like this, it's like I'm mirrored. So it's like the guy in front of me stand like this, okay? What if they go here? That opens this area. So if they have to go from my neck or shoulder, if I go to the rib cage, I could possibly break his ribs. If you can pull it off. Right here. If this is open, here, or here, or here, here to the rib cage, liver. See here. If I can just get a hold of him for a second, I don't have to have like a wrestler's hold where I'm like keeping control of his body for 15 seconds. It can be, I'm just trying to fix him and keep him here so I can connect with a power shot. See, so that if he's moving away, so if I can get here, that can slow him down and like help me to connect this here. Now, just 1 minute here, see, and I can let it go. I don't have to keep this here. That's the only thing trying to do. If I can get a hold of it for just a second and pull myself into the attack, that can also help. So here. See here too. Depends on what we do. And I'm using this here. Here, locking this like this. And my fist is actually like a break, but it's hard. So somebody who's like trained wrestling, well, it might be a better way to grip the fingers. But this is hard enough. Here, have my fingers here. Use this too. Anyway, back to the elbow strikes. Elbow strikes don't work. I'm not good for street fight, okay. A street fight is not about being safe, it's about being not safe to the person you're fighting, okay? So, here. So people have a losing mentality, well, there's got to be hands first. Well, if you don't train to land, and there's an opening in the fight, where if you have build muscle memory for being here, this open, and then doing this, now you have a chance to land it. But oh wow, it's not the best move, so I'm not going to practice it. And then if the opening is in a fight, you didn't even have like see the opening to deliver an attack. You haven't been practicing it. So the more moves you practice, if you see the opening, it's like there's more opening, like there's more openings where you can like, oh, I've been here before. This is open. I can hit this from this distance with this arm. See here, I can connect there. So. And the slider ones, that can create a cut. So as I said before, the pushy ones work better when it's like slippery, like here. More like this. See, where it's more here, kind of with the forearm, then slide like this. There's a lot of power loss, like impact force lost, by sliding off the skin. But there's a different way to do it, where if I go sliding like this, I'm losing energy by going to the side. And if I want to deliver force and punch into it, that going more straight can help. See here. And it's like sweaty and slippery. If I go here, it slides off. So I'm losing energy. Energy that's going here and not being delivered into the target. So see here. And it's like same force used but less force delivered here. So here, this, I'm pushing into more. Kind of like I'm punching with my elbow. notice the 1, 2 practice there. 1, 2. Keep working. Eighteenth or 8. Get some hydration. Charge the body to full. So I'm running out of juice here. Yeah, so the elbows. Okay, so yeah, okay, so it's like it's cut to the intended programming, and it suddenly becomes something else. Even I'm surprised at the switches. And we're going to do a break all the time. We're doing something else. So here, from here, what I can do here if I want to, back fist here to the ear, okay, and build momentum if it misses too. Here, for a knee, for example. So what can I do? This is how I train martial arts at that. Divide it up. It's not like everything's like you act like you're in a fight and imagine this guy moving around. It's like that can be part of it, like circling and moving around. It's like imagine he's doing things and responding to this. But I like to train where I divide it up. It's like same with everything. Knife fighting, stick fighting, spear fighting. The skill of learning a skill. See, once you've learned the skill of learning a skill, physical skill, you can take the format and apply it to other physical skills. See? If I want to learn football, which is like, I don't claim to be able to do that well, I'd be like, assume a stance in front of the ball, like solo training. Put the ball here, what can I do from here? Well, I can go from the left here if I want to do it. I can go like this if I want to make it like this. Okay. If I want to make it go like this, I guess I can go like this from the side. And then start playing a little bit. And then what about from this position? I can with the left kick it over like this. Maybe I pull it like this. See? It's like with a spear. It's like, okay, what can I do from here? Have a spear. There's an enemy. Front towards enemy. It's like here I can go, oh he's moved towards me. Intercept here, see? Okay. That's one move I can do from this guard stance. Here, see? Here with the spear. What's another thing I can do? I can shoot this guard. Do something ridiculous with this. Go here. Attack like this. Here. Here. Okay. I can go block something if it's a strong spear. The person's like a baton or machete or something like this. And it's a strong spear. Can put a block as 12-6 attack, for example. It's like, what about, I should have this there with the spear. Like here. See? See? See, and things like this. And then you can, after you build some moves, like from here I can go this. See? It's like learning striking. If I have this step, I can do from here. What else can I do from here? Something like this. What else? Maybe from this stance. And you practice different things. From this stance, I can do a surprise like a southpaw switch. See here. See? And now jab with the right. And power punch with the left. What else? Something like this. See? Okay? And then so the skill learning skill. If it works one physical skill, you can apply other physical skills. What if I, like rusty, I shot a bow as a kid, made my own balls and went around playing with it as a kid. So, advice like it's been years. So if I went to the woods, can I shoot bow again? They say, okay, have the bow look at target, assume a certain stance, like this. Oh, see, release it. Maybe the arms now, but try something else. Like this, okay. And then try different things. It's like it's the same thing with everything. It's like it's this ready stance, and then maybe like a charge stance, and then things like this. It's like these generic things. So here. So somebody said elbow strikes too dangerous for street fights. Okay. That's exactly what I'm looking for. I'm not looking for attacks that will tickle my opponent. Oh, stop it. Okay. See? Oh, okay, not the nipple, something like this, okay? It's not gay wrestling like Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. We're like sweated this, like, oh, we're just not gay or anything. We just meet up in the gym, dress up, doll up, there's a special outfit with like a skirt and stuff. And like, oh, just rub against this kind of sweaty body, man on man. And some of them have beards, and I was like big, like beery dude with beards and things. So that's just that choke around. Oh, no, okay. Dad, like, what with that? What you call me or something? Okay. Yeah, okay. So I'm not looking for that type of stuff. It's like standing back, bro. Okay, it's like, it's like I'm coming to knock you out. I said, I'm not like trying to wrestle with you. So, but it's like I know enough moves to be dangerous. They said a little knowledge is dangerous. Now imagine how much a lot of knowledge can be. Okay, and if you accept the concept that like a little knowledge can be dangerous. Okay, now just if I say the concept of knowledge being available, if a little knowledge, just a little can be dangerous. Just imagine how dangerous a lot of it can be. See? So, okay. So here's the point. Here. I know basic moves, okay? I know a move enough to be able to catch something and hurt you. All it needs is I need to have you in a... If I can get you in a hold one, and now I have you in a hold, there's things I can do fast that can hurt your body for sure. Okay? So, for example, here, if you do a shoot on me, okay, here, bang. And you come here, here's something, and here. And I can start here, where I'm like using my hip against your head, and most like squeezing with the right. And I'm not heavy here. I can also push my wrist up into your throat like this. I can also do things where I'm tying as much as possible. And then do like things like maybe go here, and then a sudden explosive thing like this to the side, for example. And you might have to go to the car like that if you're reading it. Maybe it from here, and then like this, okay. That can vertebra and things like this. They're not really strong being turned like this. Like your head, like a light bulb like this. Here, what can we do here? We can do this here, okay? And I have it here, and I can squeeze my feet together too. And here, and I just squeeze it there. And if I keep it squeezed, you don't get out pretty quickly, you're gonna be out. What's another thing I can do? Now this is a very bad position I see right now. Now he's not putting up a lot of resistance, okay? This is like this thing at this point. So it's like, here's the point. Now this like body intelligence, where it's like instinctual, it's like, oh, looks vulnerable to this, okay, see? Or this, for example. Right. Okay. Now it depends on what's under, how dangerous to you. Because if you miss ground and pound, not in sports, it's asphalt. Anything you ground and pound, it's like that hits concrete, asphalt. That you hurt yourself a lot there. Okay. So, what else can we do? If he had arms, I can also do an arm bar. Whereas in this position, his arm is here. If I can get his arm, and then here, and push with the pelvis, or like here, and then extend, pull, and like this, and it can hurt him. Also, there's certain ways that your feet are not supposed to turn, and you can like have a knee get long. So if your foot is here, and you do like crazy things to it, okay? You can, it's like rocket science. If I can get a hold of a limb in a way, there's gonna be a right away move I can do to hurt that limb if I have it. See, if I have the arm there's got to be something I can do from having a secure grip on the arm that would cause damage to it. If I have the head, there's got to be something I can do right away from that position that like one move it can hurt you, understand? And not like work to this, switch position, get the back and turn around and I'm the rear naked, stuff like this. Like from here, there's something I can do. Like quickly, I can knee it. Like if I have the head, I can knee to the head. Things like this. And it makes it easy for me to hit. Your head is lower, and I keep it there, and it's easy to hit, as he says. So, now I like how I didn't offer any logic this person for why elbows. It's like he sounds like a fight wizard. He sounds like a guy who knows what has been talked about, has been training, caring about this a lot. The elbow strikes for street fights. It's not good. Okay, it's too dangerous. What do you mean too dangerous? If you mean it's like dangerous to the person being hit with, that's what you're looking for in the in street fighting, in self-defense martial arts. You're not looking to look cool. That's not like what you take to look cool. That's actually the moves. It's about being effective. Like there's a threat. I need to stop it. Okay. It's like the sins coming at me. It's like I'm working to make the person unable to attack me anymore. If that's choking them out or like knock them unconscious or whatever. Or like do a takedown and run away. There's all kinds of things you can do. Like you get over the ground, okay, she's like, boom, or like the cartoon, the roll down or something. That's okay. It's okay. It's a point. Yeah, okay. Now I'm not sold by your argument. That like elbow strikes are not good. Elbow too dangerous on street fight. Non-optimal too close. You don't know what you're talking about, okay? You don't know what you're talking about. I could see your mouth. Oh yeah, sure. Okay, sure, yeah. Whatever you gotta tell yourself to feel like safe. Okay? It's like, yeah. It's like, yeah. There's men that are harder, better, faster, stronger than me and more well trained. They train daily. Okay, and they have the condition of a pro football or pro boxer near it. But it's like, yeah, it's like, I ain't worried because I feel I could see the first punch coming. That's gonna make me win the fight. Okay, and that's a claim that you don't have anything backing up to begin with. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna win the fight because I can see you about to throw an attack. Okay, and that's what you're claiming. So anyway, here, once again the elbow strike combo. Here, here. Here, okay. Too dangerous. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Now, if you throw punches, the punching distance, auto punching distance, is right here. See, from here, if it's Muay Thai, if you think about Muay Thai, you're gonna like fight Muay Thai, okay? And the fight starts at a distance, okay? It's like here, see? And I can touch him with any part of my body at this distance. He can touch me. And it's like maybe the first kick. It's like here and then here, okay? And as I was going around, moving back, forward, stuff like this. From here, if he's remaining this distance and start like moving towards me, small punches or here, like bang, bang, here's punching distance now. Now before that there was kick distance, so I couldn't touch him with my arms here, but I can touch him with my feet here, okay? So this is kicking distance, like here. This is punching distance. This is elbow and knee distance. As far as I'm concerned. So here, you say close elbow strikes are not good. Okay. Well, this is punching distance and kicking distance. This is elbow strike and knee distance. Meaning it's like more effective or easy to land from here. So if you're here, yes, you can throw punches here. Here, okay. Here. But if I'm here, maybe throw some punches and then surprise him with an elbow strike. Or here, I like this. Knee elbow strike combo. Here. Bang, bang. See? And it's mirror. Bang, bang. See here. And I snap into it with left, left, right, right. Here. See there. Okay, and that's not safe to have thrown at you. Definitely not. That's the point. Don't try anything in this life you see at home. Guy's gonna wake up sore tomorrow. He had his arms amputated from a previous fight. He went to the hospital and I got him there. It's like my spawn point, he's all hurt. It's had I had to truck to the ER. I'm sorry, so we're gonna have to amputate his arms, get his arms. It's like you hit him too hard in his arms with your punches. We had to cut off his legs and his arms. Okay. And I'm like, alright. And he's like, put me back in, bro, I can still do this. Like the next week he's like ready to train. He's like, put me back in, bro, I can still do this. I'm like, alright, put him back in. Put him back in, and he's still doing it. So he's got a great heart. So here, now I do some kicks. Another martial art from that practice, and as I said before, so this day, I don't train things in the home. I'm a professional artist, amateur stuff. So here, this right now comes as covert carry, and I don't even have a shirt here. Now, an important skill that's part of the total skill package that's good to be good at for knife fighting is rapid deployment of the weapon. Because if you conceal carry a gun or a knife, and it's like suddenly there's a need, you're being attacked, and you have to like get the weapon out. If you like all you train, it's like shadow box, impact train with knives, but you don't ever like practice deploying the weapon quickly and build the muscle memory for that. That's the most important part. Because the knife that's in your pocket does you no good if you've been training attack with a knife, like all these combos and moves and things like this, if you can't get the weapon out and you don't have a knife in your hand, see. So, a very important skill, if you're carrying this, like this way, is rapid deployment of the weapon. And this kind of like worst case scenario. Button up pocket, fixed blade here. And this is like this acceptable. Now I'm kind of going slow. Okay, first time. A quick way to if you carry it here. I've been caught by Swedish cops before when I was younger for like covert carrying a knife illegally in public, which I don't do anymore. But a few times I got caught. And I would be carrying it, I think I had it like this. Okay, now possibly maybe it's like at home or somewhere else, but I remember in the same time period when I got caught when I public, I had it here. Now this is like very, it doesn't profile, especially for like very close together. There was something tight, so the angle you can see something there. But here becomes this, see, and that's simulating a shirt being pulled. And then this is dangerous. Like you don't go fast and just like kind of guess you're gonna hit it. You have to be very controlled as you're really serving it, so you don't end up stabbing yourself. For example, here. That with a t-shirt. What if there's multiple opponents? Well, depends what the situation is. If there's one guy over there, one over there, I walked up and fucking punched in the face, you got punched in the face, and if your body's over there like coming to help you, you might already be knocked down on the ground cold, understand? All it takes is one punch that someone else had hit you, and that can set you, knock you out. It's not like a movie fight where it's like gonna be 6 rounds like boxes or like this. There are a lot of times fights are over like quick. You walk out, bang, and then the person drops, and that's it, since it is. Like somebody can hit, or like kick you or whatever. In a street fight, it's rare, like round, 2, ding, or something like this. It's like one going out, it's over quick. So it's not like, if there's one person here, just walk out, bang, and hit them, they might be hit. And his body's there, okay, now it's just one person. So it's ultimately fight one person at a time. And that's also, if it's in the room, you don't want to be surrounded. So ultimately, you funnel the enemy into choke points where you fight one person at a time. If that's with swords or knives or something like this. It's like here, there's like several people. You don't want to have like one person here, one person here, one here. Okay, ultimately. You want to have all of them in front of you and all like engage one of them at a time. If you can have a choke point, like a doorway, now you can't have 4 guys side by side coming at you. There has to be one at a time. And you're getting one at a time. And you understand? So you ought to be fighting one person at a time. Now, you can change, if you have a sword, like theoretically, you can like slash like 360 and like cut several people, but that's more like a movie thing, there's more like skill. So you have to train it. You already a short man. I'm 5'11", bitch. That's not short, you gaslighting bastard. I'm 180 centimeters, 5'11". That's not short. That shows how crazy you are. You call guys who 5'11" short. Okay. Typical haters, what I said. I'm not superior. I've said this before. The people I haters are like attacked with lies. It's like inversions and like downgrading you. See? It's like, Mike actually is not short, but say he's short. See? Those apples aren't going to do anything. What a crazy person. Yeah, okay. Here's all the betas work for the gang stalker point because they're scared pussies. They know I could beat the fucking ass in a street fight. Okay? And they're fucking scared of that. So they need like little cult brainwashing to be like, oh, feel safe to bully Mike. To be like, we're on the cult where it's like we're paying cyber stalkers. Same program that pays people like be in the supermarket harassing Mike. And I see the fear in these bitch boys' eyes sometimes when I close the distance, just walk past them. Okay? It's like, okay. I'm not joking. Like, I can, if they can feel that your energy is ready to fucking kill them, I guess that's how they feel, just how you smell or look at them, something like this. A lot of them have like fear in eyes, they're pussy bully cowards. And it's like, so the people that bully taught videos and have a job to stalk you, like online, it's like PR. It's hard to recruit people to bully someone in the flesh if the people are not believing lies that the person's homeless sister that couldn't harm a fly to. So it's like, we need to part brainwashing is be like online that yes, Mike can't throw a punch, he's not to worry about. To be like, okay, yes, I can feel more comfortable by taking orders to bully. And I'm not threatening, I will punch him or something. But I'm saying, like, if you're gonna get people, like, come on, let's bully this guy. If I want to get other people to bully someone, it's easy to do. Like, yeah, don't worry, he's a harmless citizen, and easy target for bullying, something like this. And things to make you less easy for target for bullying is training martial arts for this. So it's like, people that say I suck, it's like people that don't have videos of themselves throwing punches, and they think that elbow strikes will work in a street fight. And it's like, if you can walk on water, how about swimming? It's like, well, what about this? Okay, here's something you can do. Now, what if there's more opponents? Well, here's something that can help. Well, what about if there's opponents with machine guns and machetes and King Kong or something like this? You gotta keep raising the bar until I seem ridiculous, like figuring out ways to deal with this situation. Okay, so okay, so I get it. Here's the point. Here, see, and that's very quick. This person is telling me about right now. If I'm this close to you holding a knife, you're gonna get fucking hit. If you're within 15 feet of me, if you have a gun on you or not, like a police officer that comes into that back right now, if he's got a gun in his holster, I'm within 15 feet with this knife, I will get this into his body if I wanted to. Okay? And good luck turning off my brain and like shutting down my body within 15 feet if I'm sprinting and holding a knife. I will find my home, understand? My arrows of the mighty will find a home. So, meaning it's like if there be a rogue cop, like in movies, like jump through the window, bring that ninja. It's like, it's a rogue cop sent to kill me for the Illuminati, okay? And it's like, do you understand? It's like, if you're in my apartment and I have a knife in my hand, you're not safe. I don't care if you Brock Lesnar and Sean Strickland in here, in that room. If I have this in my hand, if Sean Strickland and Brock Lesnar is in the living room with guns, they're not safe, okay? It'd be rash to go, yeah, no. There's no chance that's like, you're not leaving home from here. That's my decision to make, okay? Now, if Mike Perry, Sean Strickland, bang, come to the window now. If they have guns, it's like, I have a good chance to reach their body and deliver punch wounds to the body, or slashes. They used to have a 20-foot drill, the American castle train, where it's like, a training drill was like a cop's job is to stand with his weapon in his belt holster. And then there's a guy who's got a fake knife, a training knife, that's like 20, 30 feet away, turns the corner, runs to them, and his job is to like touch the cop with the knife. And the cop is like, get the gun out, okay, see? And you have to get vital hits really to like ensure that he's not dangerous to you. Like here, or like the spine or something like this, okay? If you get hit here, it's like you can still, if you like intent, like I'm gonna get this knife into the body, a motivated attacker. Okay, so here's the point. Meaning, if somebody has a knife, that's a great force equalizer. One person with a knife versus multiple people, that's a good force equalizer. Because if there's several people against you, you're very dangerous with a knife too. Meaning, a woman, like I've done knife swallow with my mom before, like a middle-aged lady, it was like rubber tin knives. It's like even like the first time it's like it's dangerous. I have a hobby, like I trade this, I'm athletic and fast reflexes of this. But it's like if you get close enough, you're gonna get caught a lot of times. And you might not go full speed, full power because that increases training injury risk where somebody falls on the ground or something. It's like you bump into them and hurt them or something like that. Even like with the shoulder if you move too fast or something. That's the point. So if somebody is close to you with a knife, it's very dangerous. It's not hard to be dangerous with a knife in your hand, okay? Now that you can make yourself more dangerous with training, okay? But it's not difficult. It's like if somebody has a knife and it's like they want to get into it, it's kind of simple to do that. It's like slashes or stabs or something like this. And the instinctual way of attacking is called the sewing machine, which is like what people end up doing sometimes in like somebody attacks out with a knife, is grabbing a hold of the person and spamming low-level like stabs like this to the body. Meaning it's like from crimes that have been committed, stabbings. A lot of times the person does the head knife, they want to get a hold of you with one hand and then like spam stabs to the thorax, like whatever, the body, okay? Like this, repeated, okay? Now that's dangerous. And even that is hard. It's like, for example, here, what could you do? It's like try to catch the first one coming in. Try to intercept the knee or something like this. And make it like less powerful, like, okay. And even if you fail to like stop it in the air and then like sweep or do something, like the stab can be penetrate less deep, okay, which can make a difference. Like you can try to catch like the first one or Here is a technique which I make it work. Against this, like a larger shaft for this. Here, see here, where it's coming here, and try to get the arm to the side, and then here's another thing too. See there, okay, for example. But meaning if somebody has a knife, they're gonna close the distance and stab or something. If I could go here, possibly you can make it miss and go past you. See, like here, and then you can do something. Now this is things that you have to drill it, and to increase your chance you can pull it off. And then like the reflex strength is it. So if you would do sparring and you have somebody have a rubber knife, and you do sparring, it's like tell them just to attack in different ways. And your job is to try to stop them from like hitting you. You can figure out that it's not the easiest thing to do. If somebody stabbing, even like the same thing, like the first time you might get hit somewhere. There's also something called defensive wounds to show up, where people get attacked with knives, it's like they end up covering up in certain ways, so they have certain cuts. And it can be like instinctual defenses, instinctual attacks. So work with the sewing machine instinctual way that people do like to grab you and stab you. Okay, grab and stab. Maybe you can do like a one-handed neck grab, like in Muay Thai. And that's a more refined way maybe of grabbing you. Like if you have a call for that, this is not that much to hold on to. But if you can get around the neck and then grab and stab, it can be a little bit more refined way. If you're good at holding the neck with one hand or something like this. Another more refined way of attacking, that is spamming the same angle of attack repeated like this, is stab, stab like a clock. Just a little bit of difference. Stab, 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 see? And like steer. Like stab, 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 for example. Like stab, stab, stab. Maybe now you start realizing attack from this angle, like start doing defensive stuff. And now you switch the angle and hit here, for example. Retract, stab. You can even do like a stab downward to this area. Here. And there's different grips. So knife line up here. Here's one grip. Here. See? Oh, yeah, you can be quick. But like you're waiting for a person close the distance. I have a knife, it's defensive. See here, cuts off the coming. If it's the head or like an arm reaching for you, like for them to hurt you, they have to be close enough for you to touch whatever they're coming at you with your knife. There's an opportunity to attack. If I saw a kick, there's an opportunity to counter the kick. If there's a straight coming, maybe if you're lucky, you can like stab your foot into the knife like this, like straight or something like this. Target is here. If I have the knife here and a kick comes here, see, as it coming in, as impacting, cut out of it. And then if it's here, now it's stabbed. So any limb coming at you can be intercepted. And if it lands, if it doesn't knock you out or something like this, like things getting within distance to hurt you can be an opportunity to catch the things coming at you to hurt you, to hurt them. Like even a punch. See? It's like throwing a straight punch here. See? That makes it more dangerous to punch to my head, see? What about a kick? See here. Okay? Then it's like, yeah, it's like you might push it, I might hurt, but it hurts you. It's like more dangerous for kicks to my head, see? So like here, here's something else you can do quickly. Something moving at you. It can be anything here. Here. Don't try this at home, okay? You can poke yourself. There's all kinds of ways okay, that you could hurt yourself. From here, what can I do from here? Here. You see? So it's not, a lot of times it looks like it's one way to attack or something guard. Like from here. It's like maybe like this looks like what's coming. Or from here, like maybe this. But you can, from here, it might be like an obvious way to attack. Okay. And then there's other ways you can attack too, from the same position. And speed is very important. So from here, see, I do level change. There could be a head kick coming towards me, and how fast I'm still coming. Duck down and stab in the stomach. So here, grip 2, with this grip here, reverse grip. This grip for stabbing, like two bony, high resistance areas. But first of all, punch cutting is something you can do from here. See, so that's similar to throwing a punch. Only I'm punching with the knife like this. Like instead of trying to connect with my knuckles here, I'm punching to the side, like missing on purpose with my knuckles and punching with the blade, see? Whereas like, instead of punching here, I'm punching the blade into whatever I'm trying to hit. So for example, see here, here. And it's like a boxer that's got like a comfortable step, suddenly like a quick jab or something like this. Here from here. It's the same thing. Like from one to many things. If you can throw a punch, you can 95% same the body dynamics, fight with a knife. So from here, another thing, it's like learning basics of striking, like boxing and Muay Thai. A lot of that you can like augment it for knife fighting. Okay. They like use the Muay Thai basics or boxing basics for knife fighting. Where for example, I should like to punch. Instead of punch with knuckles. See, it's punching the blade. See? It's like a punch. What about a hook? Like this. Well, it's a knife, so the distance changes. Hook becomes a slash instead of connecting with knuckles. See, instead of hitting here, it's closer range and it's punching with the blade. Hammer fist too, or fourth generation for Muay Thai elbow strikes. Like here, for example. Here or here. Something powerful. Okay. Here, same technique, only the distance changes. See, and I'm attacking with the blade. So here, see, distance changes. I'm attacking with the knife, and see if I'm getting force for an elbow strike. See, here, if it's close range. See, and it's similar to like I'm slapping into an elbow strike to him. Only the distance is different. If the slash misses, you might connect with the elbow strike. Like if the person's head is going back, you should actually try to hit him with the blade, maybe hit with the elbow strike. Same with this type of thing. Or here. That's a powerful stab. See? So from here, over to this, here, all kinds of stuff you can do. See here. And here, I'm ready to do all kinds of stuff. See here. So, this like brace positions, if you want to intercept something that are more realistic, then you won't lose the knife. But you can kind of lose the knife if you receive a kick to it, more or less. I mean, like if you're holding it with the strongest grip, it's like you can still lose it. So don't kind of like have the perfect grip or make sure that you don't lose the knife. Like if you block it at something, like a punch or elbow strike, and intercept it with the blade, you might like lose it, you might bend on the hands or like this. Here's a grip that I figured out. They work for larger blades. I'll show it to you. And this works especially well if you got a hoodie. This is a cold steel recon tent. Here, this is what I figured out. Here is a strong base position for like blocking, okay? Like catches off like a punch or an elbow strike or something like this. Like if I have it here, this is not as strong. It starts bending. And it's easy for me to lose the knife, and it applies force where here and here, which is not that strong. So if I have it here and pre-assume this position, rested against my forearm, as soon as force is applied to the blade, it's going into the strong arm here. Meaning, as you understand, it's like you don't try to catch kicks with your fist, okay? But this is stronger to receive a kick to here than here, okay? See? So, here. And it depends on that it can be more or less effective. So if you have like a thick coat or like a knife or whatever band, you know, like the sweatbands, and you pull it here, for example, they might be more effective at this base position. Has some padding there. See here, for example. See here, and you can catch it. You can catch something. See, and it could be whatever punch or kick. So, fighting multiple opponents. A knife can be an equalizer, where instantly somebody who's less athletic, smaller, not as physically powerful, with holding a knife can be a lot more dangerous. See, like a big person who's like trying to knock you out. If you're like a small person with a knife, you become very dangerous to them also. even though like you half the size or third the size of it. Some ridiculous example, extreme, like Brock Lesnar versus TV Dillashaw. Okay, so it's like TV Dillashaw holding this, and Brock Lesnar trying to knock him out without a knife. It's a lot more dangerous now for him to close to this and try to knock out TV Dillashaw. It's like you feel like you bet on Brock Lesnar, both of them like when they're in the heyday, right? Like they're like, okay, good fight in UFC. Like most people bet on Brock Lesnar. To be like, he doesn't care, just move forward, back every på helt like man or. But if TV Dillashaw would hold a knife like this, they'd be a lot more dangerous. And people go like, I saw people on Instagram once, like knife martial artists. If you see knife, you will kick, crumb or something like that. Okay, to an amateur, yes. That's also part of training, I believe. So it might be instinctual with some people. If it's like somebody snaps self-defense, they might be like this kind of, where like they're pulling this out to kind of be a bear like leave alone or something. That might show up like instinctual of holding a knife. It's like this, see? Now, if you're holding like this, see? And then if I kick here, like I'm like quick and kick, you can lose the knife. So it can work, okay? But I think it can make it harder than this one against like a good kicker. I mean, if you hold it here, maybe I'm kind of worth to try to kick it to the knife one, which is risky, okay? If you're dangerous. But if you hold it here, I'm moving it up. And I just kick here, might make you lose the knife, okay? Or from the side. Now, this is what I train and teach. Is like using this guard, like keep the knife as a basic, close to the body. See, as a general rule of thumb. It's like you don't want to be having kind of like this or something like this as a guard. But it's like things that make you get better. You get ridiculous like showboard or something like this. Or a train that's like showboard techniques for like your own amusement. But generally you don't want to be doing this, okay? Or even this, like have it far out from the body. Because if it's far from the body, it's closer to me. So if like I'm coming at you, see, if I'm quick, I can sweep the arm. Now I'm close here, maybe in the elbow strike, right elbow strike, it could be over. Like if I can get the knife on, if I can get that, yeah, sweep it. Right knee, right elbow strike, it might be over. Here's the point. If you have the knife right here, why is that better there? Because it's easier to kick. So it's less reaction time. If it's here, and you're gonna try to get my arm here, to hold knife arm, and you're there, you have to move further, which is more telegraphing and give you more time to react and move you away further, something like that. So whatever one. So having close to yourself, I can go places that I need to go to. But it's like close enough where it's suddenly like you're like doing a tape and you jump on me. It's like if you move into me, it's like you're moving into the knife. It's like threading from the front, see? Just moving into my body, throwing things, is more dangerous. And if you start grabbing like this, it's very simple to shove this into you. See, or even like this, turn into it. Like if you're up against my body, for this, to do this, okay, push you. As a basic general, keep the knife close to your body. See, but down here is a kick to this area. You can do things here. You can move it. Like a head kick, for example. See, and maybe I lost a knife there, but you just kicked into an X. See, there. See here, for example. Maybe you kick into that and then it hurt. Here. Something comes here. And maybe catch off and come into. Or here. So for here. Okay, stabbing. Now don't try this at home. Use a training knife. From here, this is also a good guard, like a high guard. Here, from here, I can react to things. My space here, I can protect it with the knife. See? Here. If that's a wrestler's head going there to like shoot on my leg there, I cut his neck or whatever I cut him, okay? See? It's very simple. From here, moving my limb, gross motor skills, like this. Okay, I'm cutting it. It's not like minutiae things like this. Like just from here, this like this is gonna cut something. Like if you're close to me, it's gonna hit something. Okay. So here, you could do this. From here, and then a good reflex can be if you're here, there should be a hair or something that's coming at you. like as you see me set up my elbow thrust, that's okay. With this first and then this. Like that, okay, from here. Maybe I try cutting like this. Misses off like this. With the reflex for 1, 2, slash stab. So from here, slash stab, see. 1, 2. Build muscle memory for that. Because if you're trying to attack something high level and miss, momentum will carry you down. And if it's here, shoot it forward into the body. If I'm going for the head or an arm or something up here, from this guard here, or maybe the head. So then you do this, okay? Let's say, here, 12 to 6. Let's say you're really active here, I'm backing up. The distance is right, I can explode out and hit you in the head there. Or if you move in and waiting that full time to the right, you close this here. And if you go like this, for example, okay, and I end up here, I might graze the shirt, and I'm here. To build a reflex for like 1, 2, like slash stab. To build reflex with a training knife, another big one. Slash stab from different angles. Slash stab combos, which translates well to real fighting. Meaning, if you end up slashing from here to a leg or something like this, okay, a lot of times from this new position, where momentum will carry after finishing a slash, was like slice off a lot of times, more or less, maybe even over here. What is like the obvious attack follow-up from this position? It's a charge up or something, a stab. See, that's the simplest move to execute from this, rather than turning and rotating body movements into new slash. Is that from here, slash down, and then just see, so it's like gross motor, simple. See, that is simple. Or here, from here, return with a stab. So if the stab is to the forehead, here, the slash, I can snap back in to the same torso like the neck, or go lower. See, so I'm practicing going slash stab. So I like slash stab 1, 2, slash stab. See, here, or to an arm if you're okay. See, slash stab. Here, slash stab. See, here I'm ready to stab. If something comes. Here, this is a more powerful position. This is good for punch carries, talked about before. So from here, like throwing a punch. See? And it's like, do I have to like over-explain this? So, like basically here, instead of trying to punch your jaw with my knuckles, I'm trying to punch with the blade, see? So instead of hitting your jaw with my knuckles, I'm throwing a punch with the knife, see? To the same torso. It's the same ball dynamics. Same like tensing, raising, turning, and focusing shoulders. From here, it becomes more dangerous to throw things here. And like a simple kick. If you have a knife far out from you, you're easy to disarm. So keeping your knife close to you is hard to disarm you. Because if you close the distance, I'm in a position where for you to get to the knife is dangerous. I can reactively turn into your attack. There's a kick, I can try to catch it. If there's something else, like you shoot your arm, try to stab your neck or head, it's coming for this. There's a knee, I can try to get it like that. So it's more dangerous. If it's out here, it's like easier to like shoot and like take the knife away or to kick it out of my hand. So at the hip, I like having the hip like this. Here. Here. And from here, you can do all kinds of stuff. So see here. There, you can do that. So here. So here. And it's like, this is dangerous, so don't try this at home. If you're going to do form practice, repetitions, use a rubber training knife or a plastic one. And I'm not just saying that to say it. I mean, so if my friend ever trash and watch this video, I'd be like, yeah, okay, I don't want somebody trying, okay. Because there might be somebody, okay, do this, okay. Now it's like typically most people are not crazy, are not going to do something like that. People will recognize their body sense of danger instinctively. That holding a knife feels dangerous, and that will incentivize them to not move around with it. Okay, so it's like this. Okay, so basically, it's like, I'm not trying to sound ridiculous, but even like walking in your house with a knife in your hand is kind of risky. If you would like slip or something like this, like if you don't have good balance and skills, it's like just walking, the lowest level of having an unsheathed knife in your hand, walking around, it's like that's dangerous to yourself and other people in the house. Like pets, like a cat comes, like, come to my house, oh God, stab the cat, or something like this, okay? Okay, your dog comes running at you, that's a sit knife. Oh, okay, it's like it just got stabbed, okay? So, another thing for dog fighting, okay? Like literally, now it's like the ball fight, it's a dog fight, okay? But at little dog fighting, self-defense against the dog, knives again, can make a big difference. And here's a little bit like brutal reality. You might have to sacrifice a limb to be able to neutralize the animal, the beast, if it's like intent on hurting it. So a lot of times dogs want to bite the limb closest to them. The instinctual attack style is the one weapon is their mouth. Okay? It's not like I have 2 fists, knees, elbow strikes, I'm a human, maybe I have a knife, I got options. The one weapon the dog has is its mouth, and it wants to use its weapon only, understand? That's the one weapon it has. And there's certain ways it goes about that. It's like go down, bow down, jump up, get a limb, and after it secures a hold, it starts to tear like this, typically, which can create mass injuries. It's like the canine that goes in here, see, puncture wounds, 2 puncture wounds. It bites down, and that's painful, okay, already. And then it starts like tearing like this, which is like if you get stabbed, if you think like similar to this, like the dog attack style, it's like the dog's weapon is not a knife, it's his teeth that's doing puncture wounds into, see? So, like stab and then doing this in your body is like what the dog's attack style, if it's trying to kill you, if it really want to fuck you up. Like, it would be similar to like a human if you stab from knife fighting. You like get this in the body and then like stir the part of it, or like something like this inside of the body. Now actually this is part of what I thought about combos and knife fighting, where if I go with a hook stab to your body and I get in there, okay, I get in here and I get into penetration, I'm penetrated into your subcutaneous thorax. I'm just being ridiculous. So it's like if I got it into your body, okay, here. Now, what is the obvious attack that like works? It's like I've already gone through the effort. I've succeeded in getting the knife into your body. If I just go here, it's like here, it's in here. And if you move here, if this is inside of the side of a belly, and I do this, what do you think happens? It exacerbates the wound to a horrific extent. There's a puncture wound that becomes like a really significant cut, okay? Like you're already succeeding penetrating deeply into the body, and now all you have to do is pull and you're cutting. And this works also for muscle memory. I've done this in training, where it's like drilling muscle memory for a stab that misses. Similar to my training for elbow strikes, where I try and chain elbow strikes, miss, that's a short position for the reverse elbow strike. Bang, okay. Turn into this is short, bang, 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 which is not maybe the most realistic combo to land, like successful elbow strikes, but it's building muscle memory for if the head is here, I end up in this position, sliding off, I've practiced connecting to a head over here from this position. It's like from here, and then turn into this, and then if I over here, I practice hitting something I want to hit from this position with this elbow. So it's kind of like simple stuff. So similar is like you can practice stab into the body here. See, if you think the stomach from here, I'm in your belly button. If I do this, what do you think happens? It creates a horrific injury there. Same if you go for the stabs, okay? Meaning slash stab. I talked about that before. Like slash stab combos, for example. This is similar an angle to an elbow strike, see? So here, see here, similar. And target zone could be here. This is a cold target zone. We have a carotid artery here. So how blood shocks like the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, like we're naked, is you squeeze the carotid arteries, you lose blood supply to the brain, and within 10 seconds you pass out, okay? So if you cut the carotid arteries, you're losing blood to the brain, dizziness, fighting ability decrease quickly, rapidly. Oxygen is basically, it's non-conducive to good combat effectiveness to have like both carotid arteries cut, okay? It's like that's a bad wound to have, okay? And especially, here's another thing. The potential to kill a person one attack with this is from this guard here, punch cut, where the blade goes here, through the windpipe and both carotid arteries in the same attack if you're powerful enough, and the blade is long enough can help too, and the signal is not tight or something like this. So from here, if you go punch dynamics, power punch, impact with the blade at this angle, here, this carotid artery, pushing through the windpipe, and you can get that second carotid artery. So theoretically, with a knife, it's powerful enough, you could like really fuck somebody up if you can land that once. Okay, so allow me to demonstrate it. So here we go. Okay, here, this is a butter knife. So this is what I'm talking about, this here. From here, can you imagine that dynamics with a good grip of the blade, only hitting the neck, like here. See here, here, from here. Do you understand? Like that cut, where the blade hits here, at kind of this angle, you can cut the carotid, windpipe, and that carotid with one attack if you can sneak it there. And I hit here, and then the energy is going like this. Okay? See? Here's another thing. From here, see here. You didn't see that coming, did you? It's like here. It looks like I'm not really ready to attack, maybe. But it's or like this, you might be so that. Like here, that could be under here too. Or here. See? From here. See? In and out, bro. So here's the point. There's another thing you can do. It's like the short of like an anime character with my fight sequence shorter up for the special moves. It's like 30 seconds or something like this. Okay. So okay, it's like and it's like a monologue where it's like get ready, go something like this. Okay, and I stop around and like stretching, and then something so kind of like a special effect, like wow. Okay, there it comes. Here's the point. Here, from here. Okay. Yeah, good luck, okay, buddy. Okay, here. That might fight you with this actually. Okay, don't take everything too seriously. So from here, okay, here. Okay, this is dangerous. Okay, here. Now here too. Here's a little dirty trick here. Push off here. You can push off with the arm like this. Here. See? And I'm using my foot as you said it. Well, this is like general athletics you can use. They're not just for fighting, but like you can use it for fun too. But here, okay, this is want to make something powerful. And the thumb here. Theoretically, with a good knife, athleticism, good body dynamics, there's several details done right. This is chef, Mark P. White talks about like perfection. It's many small things done well or something like this. Okay, so like to have this like impressive technique that definitely could be potential, but how likely is it to be able to land it? It's kind of like a flying airborne strike or something like this. It depends on if you try to land on it and who you are. But theoretically, with a good knife, a good grip, a good technique, you could get like from the top, get through the cranium into the brain, okay? Now it's not gonna be, Joe will talk about this, how unrealistic it is, the zombie movies, with like somebody's like a knife, it's like a hot knife in battle, with the zombie goes, kind of like this, as if it's like kind of like this, all you need to get through the zombie skull. Now here's, when I applied analysis to that, it's like, wait a minute, but his actually might be more realistic than Rogan thought at first. Okay, if you think about this, Joe. Because if the zombie is in a state of decay, that they walked there for a long time, their bones might have been weakened, their tissues have been degenerating. So their bones might have already been brittle when they were not zombies. They walk around not being well nurtured, like being zombies for like 6 months, something like this. I don't think the bones are gonna get stronger from being a zombie, not eating other things than like human flesh. So it's not impossible for me to like buy suspend this belief that like zombies could have soft craniums. So that's the point. But the thing is this: don't expect this like a human cranium is here, top-down attack. Just this gonna be enough to like silence the brain. But with a good grip, a good knife, like a strong knife, this grip. Okay, and you damage in the middle, you have potential to slightly to crush, break through the cranium and get into the brain. So from here, do you understand? Either this or I'm jumping, okay? I'm not going to do that as literacy, but I'm jumping. Okay, if you can land it. Now, if it does that here, it lands here, it's still a bad attack, okay? And good at the same time, okay? So what's bad for the other person is good for you. So, here's another thing. So this hip guard with the reverse grip here. What if it's like somebody that want to wrestle? It's like if I have just some space, I can move it up here on the side. And it's like if you hear like kind of bear hug for this. If I could just move a little bit, I can cut the ball in front of me. See? So it's like here. From here to see here. You can do all kinds of things. So here. Okay. Yes. Here. Okay, so it's that here. Yeah. Okay, only more power in it. Okay, here. Okay, from here. And notice how what I told you, the same ball dynamics from like elbow strikes that I've been doing work for knife fighting. Yeah, from this guard here. Yeah. Also, see here, for example. Okay. See, or it's pretty much the same thing I'm doing with my body, or a bit of the ball here. And you could do like if you want to, and I connect here, or something like this here. Okay, see? It's like I'm throwing elbow strikes. Only the distance is different. Here, hammer fist, or from here. Wow, oh, it's like this. See? Yeah, or if you hold a knife. See? It's the same as the elbow. Don't try it at home. See? It's the same force generation as an elbow strike. Like this. Here. See? See? Then here. Do you understand? Okay, here. How about here? See? So it's punch cards. There are two punches with the knife. Or here. Here. Spade and switch. Okay, so I'm touching here. What am I doing? Or here. Here. It's kind of simple here. Maybe I want to trade if he's still here with his head. Now this is very nasty. Here. Okay, here. Switch, release, catch and release. Okay, and push up here. Or here. Just anything where you control for a moment, you can do several steps. You can cause a lot of damage in 1 second. Can I see spin cooking? No. Someone would retouch. Yeah, it's easy to say that to me. Not being in this room right now. I don't think you'd say retard if you were standing in the corner. Okay, even if it's you anybody. I don't think so, buddy. Retard. Okay, which is a lie and an insult at the same time, which is kind of twice as annoying. So anyway, that's the point. Knife fighting. What's some more things you can do? Guard stances here. As with everything, it's not just technique, but it's the athleticism, strength, speed, stamina, conditioning of the person using the technique. Okay, so if your grandma has the technique to throw like a perfect jab, she was like a female boxer was 25. If she's right down 93, walking with a cane with arthritis like this, even if the technique is in the muscle, it's not gonna be the same thing. Do you understand? So it's not just like the magical technique. It's like if I'm 93, it's like I'll be as dangerous with a knife as I am right now. If I'm like 93, okay? I'm not gonna expect it, okay? Now, more dangerous than 93-year-old never trained, for sure. I'd be more likely to beat out a 93-year-old in a knife fight if I was training as 23. Do you understand? That's the point. So, that's also part if you're really like interested in getting more dangerous with a knife or something. It's also important to do things to have energy and speed, and so you don't like go do one combo and it's like okay, I see you tomorrow, maybe do another combo tomorrow. Okay. Okay. It's like one like it's like okay. You gotta take it. It's like you wanna be able to like move around and do several combos at good speed and like with good force and things like this. And not be like that, okay? So anyway, support. This is a knife, by the way. I like it. So here's another thing you can do. Everything, well, my Thai techniques can be augmented. Like how I move if I'm doing like mixed martial arts training. Like for example here, okay? Slightly augmented. That's a reverse elbow strike. Now if I have this here, notice how it's like 95% the same body dynamics. Only the kind of distance mostly is changing. But like instead of here, it's here. Okay. Okay. So fighting dogs is what I talk about. If someone gets attacked by a dog in the street. Now I'm not recommending like hurting animals. But like if some like a girl gets mauled by a dog or something like this. Okay. Now if I got attacked by a dog out here walking and somebody sick the dog at me, I'm provoked, I'm not in the war, I'm walking because the dog that wants to attack me. He might get stabbed if I had a knife on me, if I have. Okay. So, for example, what he wants to do is bite. Okay. He doesn't see. So if he like jumped and he bites my arm, that's gonna hurt. But I can feed him with blows. Okay. So it's like he knows he was in a fight. So it's not just gonna be me here punching his body. So it's like it's here, feeding him with blows here. Okay. So now that's not easy. Okay, it's like you don't fight dogs, but if you get attacked by a dog in the street, charged and start biting, and you're gonna die, it's biting you, not sexual, but it's I wouldn't hesitate killing. Okay. So here's another type of training I like to do. I call it SAHA. There's a whole Japanese martial arts and heavy, or like the minutia, like unsheathing the blade and cutting in the drawing motion, like the same motion, but I think it's a sword. It's like turning it and then like cutting around yourself, like the same movement as you're pulling, also cutting from yourself. Now this is kind of unnecessary for a small knife like this because it's here, okay. And with a sword, it's like if I get it here, it's like, well, I'm gonna do this to have a stance for this, versus as I'm drawing it, maybe this, okay, only with a sword. Then that's also interesting stuff. So here, see here, now this is more dangerous for long ones than cutting leg. The certain things are specific. So here, for example, here. So that's a way to cut, but this is also risky business. Now, Musashi was a proponent of training and fighting with two swords. What is a knife? It's a small sword. What is a sword? It's a large knife. If you would upscale this, it'd be a katana wakizashi. See? Do you understand? If you would put this on like a slab steel and like paint with a graphite pen around it and a hydroxycut and a sharper, it'd be like a functional shape for a sword. Okay. So if you upscale this, it's a katana wakizashi. So it's basically a sword fighter with a small sword. Okay. Like stabs and slashes. With swords, slashing motions are more viable attack methods. Whereas with a knife, stabs are king in my view a lot of times. It's like delivering stabs. Why? Because stabs have better penetration. Like if the person is wearing something, even clothes, and your knife doesn't happen to be sharp as it is. Now, once again, you can compensate with force of attack for some things. If your grip is strong enough and your punch card is hard enough, hitting something and you're pushing into, it's like you can compensate for blade sharpness to some extent by power of attack, okay, force of attack here. Now with stabs, it's easier to get through clothing and things, as like to penetrate deep into the body. Like if you have a winter jacket and a hoodie and all like 4 layers of clothes, and this, it might not cut through, it might be superficial wound, and it might be not as deep as it would have been if you didn't wear all these layers. Whereas a stab is like, yeah, the end is easy to like get into the body with a stab, so to get penetration. And also, a stab, I am more likely to like hit the liver with a stab from a certain angle than with a slash. The heart is easy for me to reach with a stab, with like the aorta, where the major blood vessels going to and from the heart. The heart itself, or like major arteries, it's easier for me to get my knife into with stabs and slashes. Is that what I'm going to do with this to get through the breastplate here? That's cover your heart from above ankles and collarbone here. Like this cut here, it will intersect, it will hit bone here. It's like more like movie crazy stuff to think you're gonna cut through the bone and like hit with this attack, then into the heart. Whereas this is more realistic. If I have your neck and I go this upward angle, enter in at the belly button area with the blade this long, at this angle, the heart is like in this area, covered by breastplate here. That is something called a sternum rub that they do to like see if you wake up or something like this. There's a sternum here. So if you go at an upward angle, enter in this area, like around the belly button, at an upward angle, you have a chance of either punching a line if it goes to the side. I mean, if we're breasting here, and I'm going for like this here, like in the belly button, like the angle changes, it might get the punch line. Other angle, punch line. Upward angle, straight here, might get the heart, or a major organ from the heart. Gut wounds are not quickly fatal. They're more like that, like sepsis in the hospital 2 weeks after, if you just get a slash or stab in the stomach. It's more likely to survive that than if you die of sepsis a long time after, something like this. In the guts. And you can have things like in movies where things come out like this. And the dirt came out if you got a gift for somebody. Oh, piece of shit, I have a gift for thee. Okay, and you have this in your thigh, and the hell that okay, like this. So whatever, here's the point. Here, if you get the dirt came out, it's a Bible. So I'm replaying that. There's a guy, was it Abner? There was a guy who went to an assassin in the Bible. They went in the Bible. It's like a spy movie, okay? It's like exciting. There's a guy assassinated someone in the Bible with a knife. It goes to like requesting orders, something like this. And he goes, I got a gift for you, okay? I got something for you. A gift. And he slides and stabbed him in the stomach and the dirt came out. So God is not some prude. Oh, don't talk about poop or farts. The dirt is the poop in the intestines. The dirt came out. That's in the Bible. The guy went and stabbed the guy in the stomach and poop came out of his stomach. The dirt came out. What do you think that's talking about if it's not talking about like intestinal area? Like things in your gut, in your intestines. Like digested food that hasn't passed yet. Okay? And you have like extra poop, okay, and maybe some half that is food here, some poop at the bottom. So anyways, the point, like here, like just a straight stab, like a slash to the stomach, is unlikely to be like quickly fatal. King target zones is targeting the neck, generally. Okay, the neck. I mean, if you like here, attack the neck, and stabs here, okay, an upper angle, or under the rib cage here, like with boxes that I want for body punches. So basically, here, basically, ways to attack here, targeting the belly button at an upward angle. So it's like the target zone is the belly button here. And I'm trying to enter with the stab at an upward angle, so not straight necessarily, but at an upward angle from the hip here. See here. If it enters here, it's long enough to get under the breastplate with the heart is. Okay? So like, that's also why the saddle blade length matters. And I don't care what you think. I know that okay, this knife, this is more dangerous in a lot of ways than this. Due in part to the fact that it's like a stab from this, is like it got this deep into the body. If it was this knife, it could have got all the way to the heart, so it would have been fatal. This attack, it was a longer knife, okay? So this is also part of why some countries have restrictions. We can have up to these inches of blade, and it's kind of designed to make it up an effective weapon. Not as it will be under 10 centimeters of blade length, because that's what's required around that length to reach a vital organ with a stab, like this. Okay, that's the point. Here, I don't have like attacks I can do from the hip. Is this here? Here, from here, a hook to the stomach. Here, hook to the stomach here. Here. The parallel hair here, getting in here. From the front, cut at this angle. See here, if you think it's a body stand from me, in the same position. So here, see here, entering at this angle. Here, and then forward. And you can reach under the breastplate with a harness there. What else? So target zones, stabs to the belly button, upward angle. From this guard it works well. Like an uppercut stab. Stabs from the hip guard to the right side, under the rib cage, works too. Here, okay. Neck. Right, now, if your head is here, fight, flight, hyperventilisation is chaotic. You might cut yourself if you do a lot of things. You have your head is intercepting your own attack angles. Like if you have one of your limbs in front of the person. But this is like rather meal moves where I could do this, okay? But it's like if my hand is here, I have to switch, okay? So if you have your hand here too and start stabbing, you might end up stabbing yourself, slash yourself. Sometimes people that fight with a knife cut themselves. And here's also brings to another thing what makes a good knife. A finger guard is important because it's very easy if you stab for your hand to slide down if it doesn't have a good finger guard, like a good grip. What makes a good grip? Texture is one factor that matters. Like how non-slide it is, okay? This wants to be as non-slippery as possible, okay? Also, that even if your grip is kind of loose, this can save you from your hand going down. Now, you don't rely on that. And here, the grip too. So here, the thumb here, with sudden immense resistance, the thumb can make a big difference. So with a good squeeze, a good finger guard, and the thumb here, this is a secure grip for hitting bone. Because I can keep this from sliding down with the thumb alone, see? So if you add the 4 fingers and squeeze them, and the pinky is supported by this, that makes a really secure grip. For this like movie, where you're gonna like get the cranium from above like this. You have to have a good grip. Because even if you swing your arm hard enough, if you got a bad grip, as soon as you connect, you lose all the potential energy by your hand just sliding down. See? Now, if you have a bad grip and I hit a wood table like this, what will happen? I'm not going to deliver that energy and translate it into penetration into the object. It will. My hand will just attack. It's the most powerful like swing of the arm. If this detail of the grip is bad, as soon as I connect it, it's not being transferred. This energy momentum generated into penetration, which is what I want. It will be translated into my hand sliding down and hand facing the tape, possibly cutting myself. So the grip is important. And what is a grip? It's part of a skill and it's part of the design of the knife. See, what is a good grip? It's an object they grip and like look at like, oh, this good shape for grip, okay. And it's also like this skill, like okay, like this, okay, like it's a hard to hold it. So this is not as strong for this as the thumb supporter for stabs like this. This is better for like hitting something. They want to stab wood, for example. They're practicing like a South Korean dude who goes to the woods and he hits wood knives trees, okay. That's what I'm praying for, you guy. It's like I'm walking into this dangerous, okay. But here's the point. So okay, so now he practices that he does impact on trees and like stabs and this. If you have a bad grip doing that, like a 12 to 6, it become abundantly clear very quickly. It's like I'd be like 30 times you attack like this or it impacted your tree. If you have bad grip, because it's like you're gonna slide down, okay, and you'd be like, oh, I'm gonna turn off the video or something. So that's the point. A good grip is important. It's basic. A good grip is important. It's a basic. So the two basic grips, okay, this here, and I prefer this is over this, okay, here. So I don't give a crap about the names of techniques. I don't have to know the techniques. If this is called a tip or push kick, I don't have to know. I know if I move my legs like this, it can hurt you. Okay, I don't have to know the name for it for it to be hurtful if I can do it. Okay, so here's the point. Okay, so here's the thing. Let's not get bogged down in the hammer grip, this reverse, blah, blah, blah. I don't care. Okay, call what you want. So this is a grip that I don't like too much, and this is a grip I don't like too much. So thumb supported, this is good. This secure for stabs. I mean, if you think about this, it's like bang, and I'm coming with this, and I impact your hip bone here, for example. There's suddenly a lot of resistance here, a powerful attack. If my grip is bad, I lose it, and I'm not that really translating that force, momentum I generated by my body dynamics into like penetration and a lot of damage because I impact, it's like my hand slides down. So my hand needs to be firmly attached to the handle to deliver that energy that I'm doing with my body into the thing at the end here, okay? So that's the point. Here is another grip, the thumb grip. And this is good for like, if you hit something here, it's like if I do this, I have a bad grip. I experiment, I have a loose grip. How much play is it if I hit something? Versus if I just put the thumb here. It's like, I can tell that it's like it's more secure, like with no energy. You know, if I just hold it here, there's more play. If I hit something, see, versus this, it's stronger. Just having the thumb is a lot stronger. If you cut something or chop something like this, it's stronger. Now, if you do woodworking, you can have like vibration pain in this joint from hammering with it and having the thumb there repeatedly. So it can be better with a loose grip and kind of with the wrist if you have a machete or something like this and hitting a tree, okay? This is for woodworking. We're letting it have some play rather than like stiff cutting it and you have a lot of vibrations in this that can hurt. So it's like how I might use a machete to cut something might be where I'm using a little bit of fingers to cut and some play in it. Which is possible to do. You have something like this. And it's kind of like a whip. Now we're getting into like weird stuff, okay? But it's the thing. So with this, this is a good grip, and this is a good grip. So good basics, dirty grips. This grip, if you do grip chain drills with a trading knife. Don't use a real knife. You're gonna regret it if you do. I don't know if it's like if 10 people tried, 8 of them will get cut trying it. Okay. But okay. So that's the point. I'm not just use a training knife. Is what I'm saying. Don't try it at home with a real knife. Use a training knife for safe training, a rubber knife. Here on Amazon, search rubber training knife, for example. Okay. So once you have your training knife and you have this grip, basic, and then this grip, you know those. Now you can switch between the two grips, like this, with a training knife. See, like this. Yes. Okay. See, so here, okay. I have been doing this for a while. So I can feel the danger. It feels more dangerous than it used to. Okay, which is indicating that it's a little bit. I have been doing this for a while. Okay. See, so yeah. See, I can tell my body too. Yeah. 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 See here. Okay. So this is like the blink for like. We're waiting if I go left or right or this. Okay. That's important. This is a good one. It's not that sharp, okay? It doesn't have to be super sharp. A blade has to be thin to cut, not razor sharp. And if you have a knife like this, if it's thin and you're attacking to naked skin with slashes and you're not cutting well, you're weak or something. The technique is bad. If I connect in with like a dull blade that I haven't sharpened for a long time, and I connect here, and I'm dragging it kind of like this, it will cut, okay? An elbow strike can cut. How sharp is this compared to this, okay? This I haven't sharpened for a long time, but you can cover it. A knife doesn't have to be super sharp to cut, it just has to be thin, okay? Now it cuts better. There's a point where it's so sharp, so thin that it becomes weak. And it's like if you hit it, you can roll and things like that. You don't want it to be too thin. Anyway, that's the point. With stabs, it just needs to be pointy. It doesn't have to be like sharp. So if this is dull, this shape with ending in this point is going to be good for stabs no matter what. If it's super dull, it's like just this shape is narrow enough and strong enough where you can stab with it. So this is like medical tape. You don't need this, okay? But it's like with glue on, okay? It's like glue. It's like already decent grip, and then it's like the glue has like bled through the tape over time, so it's like extra good. And for grappling now, my hand's not better for grappling as well. What I suppose, okay. So here. So with a training knife, you can do grip change drills. I'm not saying it's super important, but I'm saying you can do it. So here, with a training knife. Here. Grip change drill. Here. See here. Initially, you might have to use a hand to assist, okay, with your training knife. There's a lot of ways you can do that. Like, and feel like you need to look. Okay, everything's awkward at first. And feels like okay, hard. But if you do the grip change, you might naturally feel like you want to use both hands to change the grip somehow. And like looking at it, which is fine. But if you want to get to a point where you don't have to look, then you can do grip change drills like this. I think that's a good thing to be able to do as a drill. So here, you go here, here. See, and I'm ready to attack here. Now another drill that I've done for this. So after this, grip change drills, switch alternate between the two grips. And this should be a proper grip at the end, not like just check the box, like I hold it like this. It should be like you're ready to attack from the new grip, okay? So it's like here, proper grip. Here it's strong enough to receive force, okay, at this point, or deliver it. So, grip change drill. Now you can do things where you learn some ways of attacking from a certain stance combo. Like here, you can do this. From here, what else can you do? This is kind of simple. From here, you can also do this. Okay, from here, you can do this kind of thing. Here, all kinds of stuff. More advanced stuff is using this guard to attack like this. A more natural way is like to attack like this from this guard. Okay, here. Now from here, you can go here, which more advanced, and this is dangerous to do. Use trade knives. Okay, so like here, and then there's different ways to do this. See here, turn it and come like this. Here. See here. From here, I can even have it like this and then put different. See here. See here. Where I'm torquing it. Now, torquing it can make you more vulnerable to lose the knife if you connect with something mid-rotation. So it's like moving in a straight line is more safe in terms of not losing the knife if you impact with something like in the middle moving. If you do like rotations like this, it can make a little more likely impact at the wrong time that you lose the knife. Like with a limb, for example, like here as you're moving, okay. So, and it's not doing anything if you impact with the side. So it's like, it's not a lightsaber, it's not dangerous like this and like this, it's only dangerous like this and in front of the thumb. Okay, so that's the point. This, you can use this, what can I do from here? No, okay, so here's another thing you do. Practice different stances and attack in different stances. And from here, what can I do from here? See, that's what we can do. If you do that, this is so that can be effective. Like here, see that? See, that can be effective if it hits. Even if I'm doing this or something like this, see? Or like here, doing something like this. Or whatever I'm doing, I'm going like this. If I wait for you, close this is, and I'll do this, that can hurt, okay? So, obviously. So, and then remember 1-2s. But I can practice like after this, where do I end up? Like in shadow box even. Like maybe here. Okay? Practice now attacking from this position right away. Like here. See here. 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 See here. Like 1-2s. Slash tap. Like here. For example. Here. Or here. And I'm also going to do a wild thing by my finger. So I kind of like, it's just, does things like this. Here. See here. Here. See here. Things like this, you can do this. Okay, yeah. I had too much fun here. This is not the sheet for that knife. Okay, it's a full zero. Trying to get that in there. Here's the sheet for that one. Here's the sheet for that one. So, this is a sheet knife. This I can have like this in the middle for at-home EDC non-covered care. Okay. Now, if I wanted to not like have it out in the open, like hanging out, okay, so like floating it, I could have it like under a shirt, for example, right here. Now, if I kind of like, if I walk like this, you can't see it, but if I'm doing this, it might be visible. It's kind of okay. See here. And it's the first part of the draw. Acquiring, like making contact with the handle, if you want to divide it. Like, what is the draw? One, getting the shirt out of the way with either hand. Getting contact, making contact with the handle. Release the weapon. And ultimately, from this position, you should be able to attack right away, see? See? This is a suboptimal grip, but it could be used, see? Into soft part of the body, at least. Like here. It can be simple to draw by the positions. Now this kind of worst case scenario, because I have like the weird setup here. But here. See here, and I'm here. Now, with this grip, this is neither here nor there as a grip. Like you can like surgery cut with it, like scalpel cut. But I want to go from this grip to acquiring a proper grip. So a drawing grip is a position, you end up not having a good grip, so it becomes a step of acquiring a proper grip before attacking. Or you might lose the knife with the first like delivery. So from here, if this happens here, see here, and right here, it's still not a good grip on the way up. So as I'm moving here, it's now a good grip, see, and I'm ready to tap from here. In all kinds of ways. Like here, 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 there's a scorpion attack, like a punch they have to. They also work for knife fighting. Where it's like, okay, this is crazy, and maybe not the best thing to use at all times. But it's like a scorpion's tail, where it's okay, so here's the thing. And part of it's magic, where you make the same person not see what's gonna happen. But like things can be all sound it's somber. Okay. So here's the thing. Here, so like the different grips, working different this grip as the acquiring a certain grip here. With the pinky support, yeah, that's a different grip. That's not a grip. So here's the grip. Here's a augmentation of that basic grip. Pinky support at the base. And like maintaining the thumb there. See here. And it's like the best of both worlds. We have assist for like push carry like this. You're breaking it, see? And it has less give. And it's supported at the bottom by the pinky, which is the inverted thing of this, which is protecting me from losing the knife forward like this with a stab delivery. So it's like a pinky supported here. See, that's augmented. You can also have it to enhance the range, move further down on the blade, which is giving more range and like less sideways stability at the price of that. So here's the point. Here's a good grip here for stabs. Like you want to think worst case scenario, meaning stab will impact a bone. And what's a grip that would survive the impact of bone with this attack? Meaning not like lose the knife. So a grip is important, especially if you're attacking hard. It also depends on what you're hitting with, what you're hitting. I got something that gives a lot of resistance. So here's something I'd like to do too sometimes. Get this grip, attack, switch the grip, attack a different way, just one way maybe. Attack a different way, grip change, attack this way, attack a different way, here. Now this is not like good to be doing this, like switch the grip between every attack, or more like a drill to maybe get better at like handling your knife without looking, become second nature. Things like this. You can do this. Here. Here. And I'm ready from here with like a 2, 1, 2, slash 2. And then I simply just move forward and something like this. So here is empty. Here. This, you can have it like this. And then it becomes kind of awkward, but like things can be done. But the point is, main point is get a knife on. Certain situations, you might have to buy yourself some space. Okay, meaning if it's close here, I'm gonna want to push off and buy some space and get the knife out. See? Okay, that might be required. But if it's close here, I need to use a knife. I might need to push off, buy some space, and just to buy myself the time to deploy it. See? And now I have it and I'm ready. So now it's like I'm not too concerned about wrestling with you. Try to take around whatever the fuck I do. I got a knife in my hand, you're gonna get hurt, whatever you try to do. So that's the point. Yeah, don't be an easy target. You want it to be dangerous for people to be attacking. Okay. People writing Russian in the chat. Does it look like I speak Russian? Damn it, that's my guy. Привет. No, привет. Okay. Svetlana. Cheeky breaky Vidamke. Or something like this. Okay, yeah, okay. So I did the Russian things. You write to me in Russian, you're expecting I speak Russian, so you got a little Russian there, okay? So like not let down with expectations, because you come to the Swedish guy and be like, Kyrillic, mambo jumbo. Okay. So whatever. Okay. I didn't buy 3, whatever. I know some Russian words, okay? Now what gives you the idea that I'm a Russian speaker. That's the first time you're here. They come in here or something like this. That's the equivalent of what they're doing in the chat. They'd be like, hey, hur är det med dig idag? What the fuck is this? Why do you think I do it? I don't speak language. Why do you think I speak language that just come out of your mouth right now? Okay. So, anyway, that's the point. I gotta finish up. I got no time for these bitches, okay? I have no time for this. Oh, Mike, you're a bad guy. No, okay? I had to cut some bitch off recently, okay? Not literally. It's like, it's like, can be misperceived. Yeah, I'm just got done knife fighting training, okay? So the other cut off, okay? There was a flying monkey that started taking orders to turn for the government when all system was these tactics. Bitch gets no grace and no love either, bitch. And I'm cutting her off. I already did. And Mike's the bad guy because people like suddenly fuck with him and he reacts to don't. Oh, Mike's the bad guy. He picks on women that bully him or something like this. Yeah, don't start fuck with me, bitch. And I won't be react about you being a fucking bitch in my life after you fuck with me. Okay. It's like if that that's like, okay. Some people have problems. So I support. Why don't you go to the Goodwill store see if you can find a solder? Because I don't think you have one. Okay. Why don't you go to the Goodwill store? Then ask to get a free salt to spare or something like this. Okay. It's like, hey, David, pull up like spare salt 2025. Okay. I was with the guy. The guy suggested his dad come in the middle of lunch. Hey, can you pull up cars 2025 that have a spare tire? Okay. 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 So maybe you should be like, pull up like human body with soul to spare for people that lack a soul. Okay, like you. Okay. So yeah, you get no grace, no love anymore. You just like the two-leg bitch. It's like you got the gospel. You got Mike is such a nice guy. Yeah. Until it's not. So here's the point. I don't like bullies. Black, white, yellow, Chinese, okay, Nigerian. Okay. I don't like bullying, okay. It's the behavior, not the skin color or the sex. See, they want to be equal, okay. They want to be equal. See, okay. You're a person mess up, but stop messing with me. There's two types of people in this world. People who want to be left alone and people that simply refuse to leave others alone. See? I saw in a video, it's stuck. There's some sense to it. It makes sense. Is it anytime you go for some like grand scheme, simple sense that explains everything, it's gonna be a little bit exaggerating, typically. Okay, there's only two moves. That is the best knife. This stop being ridiculous, people. Be precise. At least try sometimes. Be like the best knife. It is like so there is one knife that you say is you've solved it. Like that, it is the best, and it's not like this. Sometimes for another person it can be a better knife. But the best knife is one you have only when you need it, not the one that is somewhere else. So the best knife you have is the one that you have only when you need it. So it's better to have like a bad knife that you have only than a knife that's better that you don't. Okay. So it's whatever. I'm into stuff. I don't have time for you people. I gotta finish up now. Can I see a spinning hook kick? No. No. I did it before. You're gonna have to send donations. It's like people expect that some little circus monkey can come in here like, oh, do the trick or something like this. Okay? I'm not a circus monkey or an elephant. And if you try to play like one, the monkey gets paid in peanuts, the elephant gets paid for doing tricks with a banana or something like this. We get something, what's in it for me? I really gotta know. Okay? So people come in here asking for tricks or something like this. They say, if I feel like I can show these motherfuckers, okay. Maybe, so I can show them, yeah, I got good elbows, I'll show you guys. But I'm not doing it as a people pleaser. Like, Mike, can you do this, do that? No. This is not the game show, whatever the game show would be. It's like, name the move and Mike does the game show. That's not the format we do. So here's the thing. I gotta finish up. God bless your souls if you're worth it. And get saved if you're not. Service of faith alone. In what? In Christ alone. And his finished work alone. His death was his burial and his resurrection. Oh. So. Nothing but the I ain't got time for you people. Okay, I don't have time for you people. Go to bed. Why are you still here? Stop watching my videos. I don't have time for this. Okay, I got things to do. Bye. I got a PayPal link. People, they're like, oh Mike, have you sent money to the PayPal link? No. They don't come in here asking for like spinning backflips off the back or something like this. Okay. First of all, there's no amount of money I do that for. Secondly, why even asking? A spinning back hook kick. I don't care what you call the move. I'll do it against you, not for you. Okay? See? You always have to figure out a way to win every time. See? I'm not doing it for you. I'm doing it against you, see? So I'm winning. I'm not being submissive by doing it. As a matter of fact, I'm being dominant. There's the thing. Look at this. And that hit here, see? I'm not even looking. That's no look kick. Imagine how much you can hurt if I'm looking at you. Okay. See? There. Only high drop that. If I'm not looking at it, it's going to be crushing. Here we go. If I get into a rhythm where I'm connecting with my hips several times and the kick naturally flows, it's better accuracy. But if it's like static from here and kind of like do it, the accuracy is down. Here we go. Here. Bang. Touch. Here. 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 That's more like a trick. Hold on. Get to cooking. Yeah. Here. I missed. Further. Here you go. That one was good. Where I did a level change and hit here somewhere. And I'm hitting with the heel. And where I'm hitting, it's not comfortable. Kind of like this. And if you miss, you can turn it to something else. Here we go. this side first. Do more kicks, power, no knees. Here. Okay. Finish. For today. I don't do well with going light, so a lot of times I stop training light and I go hard. Don't try anything, see me doing this slashing at home. Some of it is very dangerous, not recommendable. If you want to train knife fighting martial arts, get a training knife. Or two, if you get rubber ones, you can use them for sporting. Both plastic ones are better for solo training, impact training. I gotta finish up. Show us how you knock them out. I'm asking for the gang stalking program. What about multiple opponents? We'll try to figure out the game plan so we can game plan help the fight. Yeah, I'm very predictable as a person. You see it coming a mile off what I'm gonna do. You know if and when I strike, for sure. Pussy. Well, the time to move is if somebody attacks you. Last time I was in the supermarket, was an old fucking fart man bumped into me, my cart, with his cart. And I walked after him, like, looked where he went. he looked like, okay, he walked into me and he didn't like apologize. I followed him into the corner store where only he was there. It looked, and he didn't look like, he gave me look like he wanted any trouble. And I still didn't apologize. I think I did 3 passes. And then sort of about, well, kind of said no mind, just looking and see what happens. Okay. I did a few with some stimuli. I felt like doing something magnificent with. So that was good for him. I also had a fucking game-stalking pussy perp neighbor come knock on my door out of that training. Not whining when I'm training. And he put his hand on my shoulder wearing some weird gloves. So maybe his gang-stalking fucking perp handler had told him to spray some chemical on his glove and go touch my shoulder. And he came about this close to get punched the fuck out right there, okay? Because if you put your hands on somebody, you might get fucking punched. Okay, even if not intended, you might have reflex and fucking smack you, old man. Don't put your fucking hands on people. And I asked him, would you want it if next time I see you outside, I come put my hands on you? Oh, okay. I said, it's so delusional. Your brain wants to feel safe and take boys to fuck with me. And if they feel like shit, I guess maybe they get caught in distance sometimes. Even if you don't like really show it to them. But I've had like this disgusting horse get told to like do nosy stories with like to me in the room. The disgusting stuff. And it's like Joe Rogan had a clip where he talked about in Hollywood. When he came up in Hollywood, they started typing. It's like he could fucking kill them if he wanted to. Fucking beta soy boys, they're actors with a big ego. They treat him like shit. And he's like, I know I could fucking kill this person right now if I wanted to. This is Joe Rogan, quoting Joe Rogan on podcast. And it's like, but they felt like safe in disrespecting like this. Even though it's like, if I wanted to, it's like, I'm just gonna kill this guy, they wouldn't have a say about it. Really. It's like, so this is a time that you don't have to take it personal if you're being bullied. That I must be a pussy and like Christopher Montesano, so but I look like a fucking pussy to you, and I need to prove that I'm not in some crazy way. Like at the bakery shop, pastry shop, do I look like a fucking pussy to you? That closed the door, we closed. Do I look like a fucking pussy to you? Because I guess he felt like he was treated in a way that a guy would treat a guy he felt safe to treat like that, and that would be a pussy, that type of guy. Okay. So anyway, here's the point. The takeaway is this. If you're Joe Rogan, Mike, whoever you're a man, don't assume and let it get your confidence. Say, oh, I must be like, look like a pussy or like have a weak aura, because people are like getting shit with me sometimes. Like, no, this is delusional fools, okay? I mean, there's people like drunk, they say, come get me, bro, and it's like cops are on roads in America with taser and peppers, but like, they're gonna fuck you up, this is okay? And it's like, they're still like not being reasonable, like they think they're gonna win this fight. They're acting out, and they, okay. So there's people that are crazy. I've seen people that are mentally ill, there are videos of this, like jump over an enclosure to pet a panda and get mauled or something like this. There's people that are mentally ill, like jump into the panda's enclosure, which is his territory where he lives. Okay, especially if it's a male, you're in trouble. So it's like jump over there and just like just start manhandling, touching it. It's like or a lion enclosure, and then sometimes it's like okay. It's like you want to be malevolent, you're in my world, bitch. Look, I got weapons. Oh, they're in your body. Oh, you're screaming in pain. Oh, you're gonna bleed out and die. Okay. That's what happens if you fuck with the wrong person. In the room like a fucking crazy person would. Because somebody told you they would never do something to you. You're safe in saying this, delivering this little narcissist always abuse tactic. Okay. So we should be a silent threat against my mother or something like this in the room. And I don't give a shit if they got told or not, but it's like this fucking crazy behavior. Okay. And it's like, it's just, I feel like Joe Rogan or Chris Montesano sometimes. It's like, how dare you? Okay. How fucking dare you? And it's like they're fucking delusional, okay? They're fucking delusional is what they are. So, here's the point. Don't let bullies feel like if you're being bullied on the internet real life, there's like, it's something wrong with you. Sometimes the reason you get bullied and picked on is because they are doing something wrong with you. There's things that are right with you that make people jealous of this. And it's like they wouldn't fuck with you in real life, a lot of people. But it's like on the internet, they said they act like they Mr. Big Show or something like this. I gotta finish up. Don't bully, don't let yourself be bullied. Respond to it in the right way. If a bully punches you, it's like you punch back. Like a lot of times, it's like you try to position yourself in a way where the bully can't throw a punch and be like this. Where's the point? Okay. And Yeah. I gotta finish up.